Thanksgiving is a time of plenty, and the showstopper, aside from the turkey, is the cornucopia, the horn o' plenty. From a mythological origin to a cultural symbol of bounty, it makes for great fall decor. In this video, I'm going to show you how I set up a large-scale cornucopia display. To get started, find a structure that your cornucopia can rest on top of. For this display, we're using 2 fold-up tables. Next is finding a base, a protective and decorative layer between your display items and your structure. For this video, we are using a fabric tablecloth. I'm building up a platform underneath the tablecloth. I found that a less than shape works really well to help prop up and angle the horn. Given the size of the display, I want my wicker horn to rise above the harvest below. Since this fabric is a bit slippery, I am going to top it with a crocheted tablecloth. When you are arranging round circular things, such as round circular faux fruits, it's helpful to have a textured surface to help keep things in place. This is an heirloom piece that my friend Dorothy made for me. With a display of its size, it's always good to have an extra hand. Thanks, Mom! Once I've got my base ready to top, I'm going to sort out my faux produce, into several piles. I'm checking each piece for any defects as, well, sometimes these painted styro pieces can get faded, misshapen, or just weird in storage. Anything with blemishes goes in a damaged pile, so I can be a little bit more strategic with them. Produce with a pick sticking out go in their own pile. And then I'm sorting out items by color. Reds, oranges, yellows, greens, purples, blues, whites, browns. Again, since this is a large display, I'm probably going to use most of these. For smaller displays, definitely comb through and pick out your favorites. Sometimes I will add in real produce if I really want it but couldn't find it fake. This year I'm adding an acorn and butternut squash, teeny colorful potatoes, peanuts, and a cute pumpkin. The trick is to remember your real produce when you are taking down your display. I take a picture of it or write it down. You do not want to pack real food away with your faux food, or you are going to have putrescence come next fall. Start by positioning your cornucopia in place. Now, most displays have the horn to the left spilling out to the right. We're first going to set a few large or heavy produce on the left and right ends of the horn, just in case someone bumps into the table. I'm going to put some of my damaged or boring produce inside of the horn. I start at the bottom of the mouth and work my way in and up. I'm also putting my boring or damaged produce in the center and fanning outward with my prettier, more textured, more favorite items. As far back as I can remember, every Thanksgiving I would gaze upon a cornucopia display that was created by my friend Nancy. It was so elegant. A grapevine woven horn, much like this one, and out spilled real fruits and vegetables. Thanksgiving meal is for many the highlight of the day, but for me, it was Nancy's cornucopia. When Nancy's torch was passed on to me and my sister, we started off with a really small horn and a meager assortment of faux produce. As the years passed, we began accruing more and more. A pumpkin here, a pepper there, always seeking out things that looked appetizing enough to eat. What I have here is years worth of collecting. As with any hobby, I feel like you have to incorporate yourself or the things you love into your work. Well, for us, we came from a long family line of farmers and gardeners. Our cornucopia is more than a display. It's a tribute to our history and heritage. Our way of remembering and honoring things and those we love. For instance, wheat reminds me of Jim, our neighbor. My grandfather was well known for his prized tomatoes, so when I found this bright, vine-ripened version, I immediately thought of him. I could have really used his advice with my tomatoes this year. My other grandfather was a peanut farmer. I've got a few tucked in. My granny picked cotton, so I love adding a stem to the display, a silent thank you for supporting her family. And my grandma has a magnolia tree that I loved climbing as a kid. I added this bloom not only for color and beauty, but for her to enjoy seeing These mushrooms are for Linda, strawberries for Heather. These personal touches are ways to make your display personal to you, to show the things you are thankful for. No two of our cornucopias ever turn out exactly the same year to year. Basic concept, basic shape, some old, some new items. I wanted this first video to feature my largest yet, and I can't wait for future cornucopias to show you how versatile they really can be. I got a little personal in this one and I ran out of time, but there is a lot more advice, from arranging to storage, that I would love to share with you. Lessons I'm truly thankful for learning over the years. Thank you to all of my subscribers, followers, patrons, and viewers. And Nancy.